Hey folks, it's John with KGTropicals.com bringing you episode 6 in the ultimate guide to your first aquarium. Today we're going to talk all about what to look for when buying your first fish and where to buy them. In episode 2, we talked all about making the decision of what type of fish you want to keep. Now it's time to talk about where to get them and what to look for before you do. Now, one of the things I'm not going to talk about in this episode is price. There's just way too many fluctuations in price, and there's a lot of things that determine what the price of your fish is going to be, like the sex of that fish, how old the fish is, and some of it can depend on where you live. So I'm not going to talk about price, but look around and you'll find some good deals. One of the things that I would tell you, though, is don't go bargain shopping when it comes to fish. These are pets. They're not something to save a bunch of money on or look for a special deal. When you go to get your first batch of fish, there's really only a few ways you're going to do it. You're either going to pick them out yourself, where you go to the pet store and pick out your fish, or maybe go to an aquarium club meeting, or maybe just go to a friend's house, or you're going to order them online. Now, if you're going to go somewhere and actually hand select your fish, there's some obvious things that you should look at before you decide to make a purchase. One is the shop clean? Not just the aquariums, but the whole shop itself. I've been in some dumps, folks, and I would never spend a dime in any of these places. So don't just look in the aquariums. Also, what a lot of people have happen is they get tunnel vision and they only look at the tank that has fish in it that they are interested in and don't pay attention to any of the other tanks in the shop. This can be a mistake because a lot of times these shops have systems that are all connected. So if you have a bunch of sick fish in a bunch of tanks, there could be a big widespread problem. So make sure you pay attention to all of the tanks in the shop. Do a quick walkthrough and see what's going on in there before you focus in on the one that has the fish in it that you want to buy. Now, when you do look in your tank of fish that you want to get, are they upright? Are they energetic? Are they coming to the top thinking that you're going to feed them? Do they look like they have all of their fins and all of their scales, or do they look really beaten up? Is there one that's up and energetic and all the others are hiding in the corner? You need to look at these things and look at your individual fish and select the ones that you want. For the most part, if a fish looks healthy, looks energetic, has all of its limbs, and has all of its scales, and comes to the top when it thinks you're going to feed them, you should be good. But, of course, you never know, but it's a pretty safe bet you're going to be okay. Now, what if you've been watching a whole bunch of YouTube videos and you found this fish? It's the fish that you absolutely have to have, but none of the stores around you carry that particular fish. What are you going to do? Well, now it's time to start looking into online retailers. If you're new to fish keeping, the concept of buying a fish on a website and having them shipped across the country to you might seem a little bit crazy, but trust me, it's not. It happens every day, and it's becoming a much more mainstream way of purchasing fish. I shipped thousands of fish all over the country, as far as Hawaii from Virginia, and it was fine. Your fish will make it to you. They should be good. But there's some things to look for. One of the things that I hear from a lot of people is, well, I don't know anything about the company that I'm ordering from online because I don't see their shop. I don't see anything. Well, I'm going to give you a piece of advice that's going to really help you through that and feel a whole lot better before you decide to make a purchase with an online fish retailer. So the first thing I want you to do is take the name of the company that you're considering buying from and put it into that search bar right up there, followed by the word unboxing. Now, unboxing videos are something that I typically hate. I think they're a waste of time to watch somebody describe what a box looks like and then open up the contents. I think it's just dumb. But not when it comes to live fish. Because when this person opens up the box on this video, you're going to be able to see the amount of care that the retailer has put into that box to make sure that the fish are safe. You're going to be able to see how the fish look in the bags, how everything is packed. And usually, the person who does that video is also going to describe the entire experience of purchasing from that retailer. So, I've seen a whole lot of these videos. There was a lot of them done for my business, which was really cool. And what just about every single one of these people does is they take the fish and they'll hold the bag up in front of the camera to show you how the fish looks straight out of the box. And then they'll put it into their aquarium, float them, and then they'll show you the fish after it's acclimated. So what a great way to realize whether or not this company is a company that cares about what they're doing and that their fish get from point A to point B safely. Now, what I also want you to do is go online and search that company and search for reviews. The beautiful thing about the internet now is that everybody does reviews on everything. You're going to find video reviews of these companies along with the unboxing, and you're going to find people who have typed up reviews on these companies. So even though you can't go to their shop and physically see everything that's going on, you can still get a really good idea of how that company conducts itself and whether or not they're going to send you fish that are alive and beautiful and healthy, or whether they're going to rip you off. So do your research online. You can do it sitting on your recliner with your laptop in your lap, or you can do it sitting on the toilet with your phone. It doesn't matter. It's easy enough to find this information. So do your research, read the reviews, and you should be either comfortable or you should realize that it's a company that you do not want to spend your money with. Now, whether you're buying these fish online or you're going to the store and picking them out yourself, you need to also look into that company's guarantee. Most retailers are going to guarantee their fish for a certain amount of time, not to just be alive, but also to be healthy for that amount of time. You're going to want to look into that. If somebody's only offering 24 hours, you might want to question that. Some of these online retailers are offering 14 days. Now, it might not seem a lot when you consider electronics has a year and 2 years, but 14 days guaranteeing that that fish is alive and healthy, that's a big deal in the aquatic industry. So check into the guarantees, especially if you're going to be ordering online, and that's just another thing that can help you to feel better about this whole process. Buying your first fish is a really big deal. Actually, buying a fish at any point in this hobby is a big deal. You're buying a new pet. You're not just buying a decoration to put in the corner of a room. So take your time with it. Do your research and make a decision based on what makes you feel good. Doesn't matter if you're buying a fish down the street, find out reviews on that business, or if you're buying them from an online retailer, there's tons of places out there that you can read about these companies and again, feel good about it before you decide whether or not you're going to spend your hard-earned money with this company. We're fish keepers. We're research junkies. This is part of the fun. So get used to doing research because you got to do a lot of it when you're in this hobby. But in the end, it makes for a better hobby. We all enjoy it, and we all feel better because we do our research on just about everything to do with this hobby. And there you have it. I hope that this video has helped you to feel a little bit better for when you go out there to get your first fish. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, maybe you could click that like button for me. Maybe share it with your friends. It really does help us out a whole lot. Now, next week, we're going to talk all about bringing that new fish home and acclimating them into the aquarium. This is something that can get a little confusing if you go out there and do searches on it. There's all different ways of doing it, but I'm going to make it foolproof and keep it very simple for you. So you're going to want to subscribe to the channel so that you do not miss that. Now, if you like what I'm doing here and you want to see more videos that I've put up about fish keeping, I'm going to put a couple of them right here that you can check out. Click on those. It'll take you right to them. Thank you so much for watching this, and I look forward to talking to you again next week.